Hi everyone, my name is Jessie Price and my partner is Abby Bowman. As a team, we make up Ivory Elm Interiors. Today, we will be presenting our senior capstone interior design project, which is a new student housing complex called Elevate. Throughout our capstone project, our team goal has been to create designs that promote wellness, community, and incorporate elements of sustainable design. We wanted to design a project that we could both use and relate to, something that every student on campus could enjoy. Student housing has a large impact on college students' life. Some students have great experiences, while others find it more difficult to get the most out of their college years due to their living environment. We wanted to understand the why behind these experiences, so for the past 8 to 9 months, Abby and I have been dedicated to learning more about how a student's living environment can impact them. Abby and I wanted Elevate to be different and unique to the NDSU campus. After looking at a variety of buildings, we chose to redesign the Lake Street dwelling to be our new student housing complex. The Lake Street dwelling building is located in Minneapolis and currently serves as an apartment complex. With over 110,000 square feet to offer, Abby and I took on the challenge of space planning and designing a new space for NDSU students to live at. We decided to relocate the Lake Street dwelling to just on the edge of campus, on the corner of 17th Avenue North and 10th Street South. Currently, University Village is located here. Our plan would be to remove the southeast corner of buildings to allow for 83 new apartment units to be housed there instead, which can sleep at least 122 students. We like this location because it is near a well-developed neighborhood, there are mature trees around, and there's public transit just across the street. After selecting our building and our site, Abby and I then began the design process.
Before we began the research process for this project, we developed goals that we knew we wanted to achieve through the new interior design of Elevate. The three main design themes that we wanted to focus on in our research were how spaces impact overall well-being, ways to create a sense of community in a student housing complex, and methods for incorporating resident personalization. By developing these themes, we could narrow down our research to find out the best way to go about designing this new space. A student housing complex is a great way for students to meet new people and have designated spaces to focus on their studies to ensure academic success. To begin our research, we decided on 2 areas of focus for our literature review: sense of community and student well-being. While sifting through the numerous articles we read, there were a few things that repeatedly stood out to us. A few of those being the utilization of natural light, acoustical control, and providing collaboration areas for students. Our literature review also emphasized to us how important certain aspects of a student housing complex are for residents. These days, students desire a variety of seating options for various majors, on-site amenities like a fitness center and technology center, and finally, the ability to dim lighting in their common spaces. After learning more about student housing desires in a general sense, we decided to find out what students in our own community desire from their housing complex. After analyzing everything we learned from our initial research, we conducted a survey to send out to NDSU students who have lived in a student housing complex before. We also opened the survey up to the public by posting the link on our social media pages and asked anyone who has lived in student housing to complete the survey. Our survey questions primarily focused on wellness, sense of community, and academic success. The results of our survey showed us that the most desirable spaces for students to have within their housing complex are a recreation room, fitness center, computer and printing lounge, and study rooms. Of these, our survey results showed that students believe a recreation room is the #1 area that creates a strong sense of community. The results also revealed that natural light is considered very important to students in terms of wellness and academic success. Once we got all of our survey results back, we were able to narrow down our findings to determine what was necessary to include within Elevate. Design considerations included how natural light improves psychological well-being, how color hues are perceived in different environments, and how convenient amenities, like a study room, promotes a positive living experience. We learned that common spaces such as a recreation room with games, a fitness center on site, and a well-established neighborhood can help contribute to a strong sense of community. Our research also revealed that student academic success can be best achieved through in-house computer and printing services, a variety of common spaces, and allowing for personalization within their living quarters.
After gathering all of our research, we wanted to ensure Elevate included the following spaces listed here. The living quarters of Elevate have unfurnished apartment typicals of various sizes to provide flexibility to the residents. There are also common indoor spaces that can be used for academic and social events, and outdoor spaces that residents and guests can use as they wish. We also included conveniences such as a technology center, vending marketplace, recreation room, and a fitness center to allow the residents to have what they may need to be successful and enjoy where they live. Each design process starts with a design concept. These images showcase our vision of Elevate's common spaces. Areas with plentiful natural light, gathering spaces, areas to work privately, and flexible furniture arrangements help students enjoy the amenities that their student housing complex has to offer. From our research, we learned that students prefer to work and gather in a variety of spaces, so it would be important for us to showcase both private and public areas while still incorporating a variety of modern finishes and great amounts of natural light. The same is true with the living quarters. Our goal was to bring in sleek, modern finishes into the apartments that have great natural light. From our various tours of student housing and apartment buildings, neutral color and finish palettes were often used to allow the residents to personalize their spaces as they wish. We want our apartment typicals to feel modern, clean, and include finishes that can withstand many years of wear as students rotate through NDSU. Durable finishes like quartz countertops, ceramic tile, and luxury vinyl tile will help keep the apartments stay looking as though the complex had just opened.
The first floor of Elevate houses amenities such as a conference room, technology center, fitness center, and multi-purpose room. We chose to design the multi-purpose room on this level. It is located right off the main corridor, and it is available to all residents. From an article we read by Katrina Rutledge, we learned that it is important to incorporate a wide variety of technology within common spaces to allow for efficient communication and productivity. We have provided power receptacles under the tables and in the front for a podium to increase flexibility with this space. The multi-purpose room is equipped with a projector for presentations, seminars, or trainings. The tables and chairs all have casters so they can be moved around easily to be manipulated for different events taking place. You'll notice that this room also has a drop ceiling to help with acoustics, while still emphasizing the height of the exposed 13-foot-high concrete slab above. The carpet in this room also helps with acoustics while bringing in some fun texture, pattern, and branding colors to the space. The multi-purpose room is full of natural light thanks to the floor-to-ceiling windows. However, we have also provided remote control roller shades to help with any glare that may become an issue during presentations. This is the floor plan for the second floor of Elevate. We have space planned and designed for the various apartment typicals, student lounges, and huddle rooms on each floor. More specifically, the floor plan on the right outlines the student lounge, which has access to a balcony that overlooks the private interior courtyard. There is plenty of space for students to collaborate on projects or work independently, whichever fits their learning style best. Here is an interior rendering of the second floor student lounge. You'll notice all of the natural light flooding in, as well as this fun wall covering with muted tones, which hint to Elevate's brand. The dark flooring has a nice contrast to the light wood tables and is great for accessibility purposes. In this lounge, there are 2 group tables with acoustical light fixtures to help with sound, as well as acoustical clouds strategically positioned throughout the space. These also help give the room depth and bring in some more of those branding colors. There are 3 huddle rooms provided within the student lounge. Each huddle room is painted a different color to help distinguish them apart from one another. The rendering in the upper right of the screen is an example of one of the huddle room layouts provided. It houses a large group table for collaboration with partners, team members, and gives students the ability to spread out projects and connect with each other in a quiet space. There are also individualized seats near the glass walls. These glass walls help carry the natural light from the exterior through to the interior corridors.
As Abby had mentioned, there is a student lounge on each floor. This is the floor plan for the 3rd level student lounge and huddle rooms. This space is unique because there is built-in bleacher seating that students can use to gather on. We wanted to provide a variety of furniture arrangements too, so students could move tables, chairs, ottomans, and whiteboards around to create a room that will be more conducive to their learning preference. The huddle rooms are specifically designed within the lounge to create privacy and acoustical control for students who want to study or chat as a group but still have the separation that they desire. By having a student lounge on each floor, we hope to increase student interaction and aid in socialization across the building. This lounge is unique because, as I had mentioned before, it has bleacher seating that students can use to study and work on assignments. To ensure that this feature can be used by those of all abilities, we designed the top seat to be at 21 inches above the finished floor, so if someone were in a wheelchair and would like to sit in the bleachers, they can easily transfer to the top seat. These design considerations can create a sense of belonging and promote student success, no matter their ability. We designed these huddle rooms to have their own personality and experience, with the hope that students will gravitate towards the room that they feel most comfortable in. These acoustically controlled rooms are built with dirt walls and have acoustical ceiling tiles, carpet, and wall-mounted acoustical panels that help with sound transmission. These rooms also help to create more intimate experiences, like for a group of students who may need to study for an exam or just go to a quiet place to work on assignments. From a 2013 article written by Daniel Suter, it is important to have smaller rooms like these to help students feel like part of a community without directly being around other students in the complex.
Moving up the building, we are now on the 4th floor of Elevate with another student lounge and huddle rooms. While each level has the same furniture layout, we wanted the nooks in the upper northwest region of the plan to have a unique element on each level. This level provides booth seating. The various types of seating options allow for independent workspace or a casual spot for residents to hang out with their friends. The booth seating on this level encourages socialization between residents and helps create a sense of community for them. The drop ceiling above the booths helps to define the space and makes it feel more inviting. We chose to use vinyl upholstery on the booth seat for easy maintenance and to uphold the longevity of the furniture. We chose bright, fun colors for the huddle rooms, which brings more energy and life into these spaces. The glass walls in the huddle rooms not only help with acoustics, but bring in natural light and help students determine easier whether or not the space is being occupied. In this student lounge, we chose a fun, lively wall covering to help set the tone for this space. The vibrant color helps encourage interaction and collaboration between peers. By providing student lounges within the building, not only do they aid in academic success, but they also provide another space for interaction outside of the students' apartment dwellings.
Now we are in the 5th floor lounge, which is unique because of the open collaboration nook in that northwest corner. Similar to a huddle room, this space has a television to act as a dual monitor for completing work or practicing a presentation. The walls surrounding this corner are also finished with a whiteboard wall covering, allowing students to write out their notes as they work on their homework. This lounge offers a great deal of flexibility too, by continuing to provide high and low tables, each that can sit 2 to 4 people. By incorporating multiple furniture arrangements, we hope that the residents of Elevate will participate in more conversation and activities between each other. In these two renderings, you can see we have ottomans that can be pushed around a movable whiteboard for presentation and learning purposes. We also have movable chairs with and without arms, which gives students the option of the seats they prefer to use and helps aid in accessibility. These chairs are also height adjustable to allow for a more comfortable position. Here's an example of one of the huddle rooms where students are sharing their screen to the TV and studying. They can also adjust the lighting in their individual room. Through our research, we learned from Benjamin Mieger that providing flexible lighting with dimmability options helps students have a sense of control in their own space to best suit their needs.
Finally, we have reached the 6th floor of Elevate. The 6th floor is unique because it has a student lounge with 2 huddle rooms, a recreation room, and a vending marketplace where students can conveniently grab a snack during those late-night study sessions. Within the student lounge on this level, we chose to incorporate soft seating for a more casual living experience for residents. There are also chairs on casters with laptop tables built in, along with a whiteboard, so students can practice presentations or host a tutoring session. This student lounge includes calming colors of soft green and pale blue to help boost focus for studying purposes. The dark flooring contrasts the light wood surfaces and provides hues of orange to coordinate with the statement wall covering. We have also included a collaboration table in the nook with a marker board wall covering, as well as a TV to allow for the most flexibility for students based on what they're working on. We have also included seating that accommodates social gatherings through sofas with an upholstery that has a high abrasion resistance, but still encompasses a soft texture. Acoustical pendants above the soft seating help define the space while providing accent lighting and acoustical control while students are visiting. The glass walls lining the lounge allow students walking by to see what's going on in that space and can help promote interaction between residents. In the distance, you'll also notice that the apartment doors are inset with a different paint color and a drop ceiling to make the entry feel more home-like and to avoid long, typical hallways that we've seen on our tours.
After conducting our research, we learned that many students enjoy using a space where they can decompress and have fun. This recreation room is located on the top floor and overlooks the Fargo community. Our goal for this room was to feel welcoming and fun, somewhere where students could go to hang out with their friends, watch games, and have some friendly competition. We learned that shuffleboard, pool, skee ball, and pinball are some of the most popular games students enjoy playing indoors, so we wanted to ensure that they were in our design. We also wanted to include specific branding into this room because it is unique to NDSU's campus and it makes for a great backdrop for social media posts. Along with games, this recreation room also has some seating arrangements great for table games and chatting. Our custom entertainment stand houses the pool cues along with books, games, and the TV, which is perfect for Bison game days. We want to encourage conversation and fun activity in this room, so it was important to finish the room with carpet, acoustical pendant lighting above the seating nook, and acoustical wood-like baffles to help with sound absorption. Since the vending marketplace is also located on this floor, it is just a short walk from the recreation room. This space also opens up onto a rooftop terrace where students can enjoy outdoor seating and fire pits. The living quarters are just as important as the common spaces we just discussed. Through our design process, we went through multiple revisions to create 6 apartment typicals that fit the unique shape of our building. It was a challenge to arrange the walls around a variety of windows from the existing building. We wanted to ensure there was a strong balance of studio, 1-bedroom, and 2-bedroom apartment typicals to allow flexibility for both the owner and the resident. There are 83 total units throughout the building, and each is designed with the same finishes. Through our research, we learned that closet space, dishwashers, and natural light were crucial to include for today's student apartments. Each floor plan is rendered with furniture, including a desk and chair in each bedroom. But since these apartments come unfurnished, we still wanted to show at least one possible furniture arrangement that residents can do. They are unfurnished because our research showed that residents can make their units feel more like home by bringing in their own furniture. Each bedroom fits at least a full-size bed, has a full-length closet, and has carpet tile, which was preferred by the majority of our survey participants. Here are the typical finishes that residents can expect at Elevate. Shaker-style cabinets in a light oak finish complement the white quartz countertops within the kitchens. Each typical either has an island or a peninsula that includes a stainless steel sink and faucet, garbage disposal, and dishwasher. Energy-efficient stainless steel appliances are also included within the kitchen design to complete the modern appeal. On the right, this rendering shows a typical bathroom and its finishes. Bathtubs and vanity storage were a high priority for our survey participants, so those are included along with subway tiles that line the shower walls.
While we are providing specifically designed accessible apartment units on level 1, we decided to consider the Fair Housing Act a little further after a critique presentation, and we felt it necessary to include an option to make the one-bedroom B apartment typicals into accessible units as well. And the best part is, nothing structurally would have to change for this to become reality. By modifying a few things in the kitchen and bathroom, this unit becomes ADA accessible on every floor. While these may seem like drastic changes, they're actually very minimal and would allow those with a disability to have an apartment unit on a higher floor and feel more included within their living environment. Here's an example rendering of the new ADA wet room that would be included in this new accessible apartment alternative. You'll notice floor-to-ceiling tile lining the walls, a roll-under vanity, and a zero-threshold shower to make this unit completely accessible. It's also able to keep the modern appeal with the clean lines and neutral color palette. This accessible alternative provides flexibility for the developer to decide how many extra accessible units they would like to provide within this new student housing complex. Elevate will help students create a sense of community through the incorporation of common spaces filled with natural light, flexible furniture, and allowing personalization in the living quarters. These design elements have been shown to improve students' academic success and overall well-being. The students of NDSU desire a space that is inclusive, modern, and provides the independent lifestyle that Elevate will create. Thank you all for taking the time to listen to our presentation.